A day after the attacks on Bangladeshi media houses, Prothomalo, the Daily Star and Chayanaut, a fire broke out at the central office of the cultural organization Udichi Shilpi Goshti in Dhaka. An official of the faction of Udichi has claimed that the fire was deliberately set. While protests continue in Bangladesh demanding justice for the killers of youth leader Sharif Usman Hadi, the Daily Star has described the attacks on media houses as a dark day for independent journalism in the country. The paper warned that the attacks threaten press freedom, damage Bangladesh's global image, and calls for a full investigation to identify and punish those who are responsible. The Daily Star reaffirmed its commitment to democracy and free speech. Chayanaut said it cannot understand why the organization was targeted in connection with Usman Hadi's murder. After inspecting the site, Bangladesh's Cultural Affairs Advisor, Mustafa Sarwar Farooqi, said the incident appears to be part of a conspiracy to derail the election. He said attacking a cultural organization is not only a criminal act, but also runs counter to the spirit of the July mass uprising. The BNP has condemned the attacks on the offices of news outlets, saying the incidents show a deliberate attempt by a known group to push the country towards chaos. Leader Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said that the actions are taking place in full view of the government, adding that public confidence in the authorities' response is pretty low and that the government's image is being damaged both at home and abroad. Protesters have been rallying across the country on the third day of chaos in Bangladesh, demanding the arrest of the gunman who shot and killed Sharif Usman Hadi, who was a key figure in last year's uprising that ousted Sheikh Hasina. Today, the customary funeral prayer for Hadi will be held in front of the Parliament building. His body will then be taken to the Central Mosque at Dhaka University, where members of the public will be allowed to pay their last respects before his burial there. Ahead of the funeral, security has been significantly tightened in the capital, with strict restrictions imposed on flying drones around the Parliament complex. The United States Embassy in Dhaka has urged its citizens to remain vigilant, warning that gatherings intended to be peaceful can quickly turn confrontational and escalate into violence. Meanwhile, Chief Advisor of the interim government, Mohammad Yunus, has tweeted that 7 people have been arrested in connection with the killing of Sanatan Dharma adherent Deepu Chandra Das in Valuka, Mehman Singh. He said the Rapid Action Battalion conducted operations at several locations, with RAB 14 arresting the suspects. And this after Amnesty International expressed concern over the lynching of Hindu garment worker Deepu Chandra Das, following allegations of blasphemy. Meanwhile, United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, has called for a prompt, impartial, thorough and transparent investigation into the attack that led to Hadi's death. As news spread that the 32-year-old student leader died in a Singapore hospital on Thursday, crowds poured onto the streets in an outpouring of grief and anger. Several buildings were vandalized, including offices of media outlets which are perceived as favoring India, an ally of Bangladesh's ousted leadership. Sharif Usman Hadi was the leader of the student protest group Inqilab Manch and was preparing to contest a parliamentary seat in the February 2026 national election. Bangladeshi police say a manhunt is underway to track down those responsible for his killing. Top Awami League leader and the aide of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Muhammad Ali Arafat, has spoken exclusively to WION. In a conversation with our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibbal, Arafat slammed the Muhammad Yunus government in Bangladesh in wake of the unrest. And this is what he had to say. Listen in.
To the hands of this Islamic extremists. And they're the one basically, dominating the society right now and doing whatever they want to do. So that's what you see.
Mm-hmm. And how do you see the situation panning out, especially with Bangladesh now going towards election in matter of few weeks?
See, this election is also kind of a drama that Yunus is staging, basically. Yunus' government is totally backed by all these Islamic radical groups, and they want to get Awami League, the only secular force, out of the electoral process, and by banning the party, which is absolutely undemocratic and illegal and unconstitutional. So they're going ahead with the one-sided rigged election. I mean, it is not actually needed. They can just distribute the seats in the parliament and form a government. But because they have to show the whole world, they're going through a democratic process. That's why they're showing it, staging it, basically. So if there's no major parties contesting against each other, then how's that an election? It is not. It's a selection. That's what they're doing. And he's allowing all these Islamic radicals to go and attack on the minorities, attack on the shrines, attack on the press, and anything that symbolizes the liberation war of Bangladesh, 1971. They're going and attacking all of this. Anything that represents the secular values, like the cultural institutes like Chayanot or any other cultural institutes, they're going and attacking them. Mm-hmm. So the kind of diplomatic relationship that you have had with India as a neighboring country, the country that were in alliance with us in our independence war, they are attacking them, India as well. So you can see the trend. What is the connectivity between their anger and attacking or targeting Daily Star and Prathamal?